Piffle the Puffin was flying south for his holidays. He hated the Arctic winter, and today it was so cold even the wind was moaning about it.
Oh, that's strange. It's time for the reindeer herds to go south. That young deer is heading north. He must be lost.
He dipped a wing, turned and glided down to land by the deer. As his webbed feet reached for the ground, Piffle tripped and landed splosh in the snow. He sat up, shook snow from his eyes, muttering,
"Oh, dear, 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 dear. No, not you, dear. Oh, dear."
"You look more confused than a gull in a gale."
"I'm not the one who's confused, young fellow. You are heading north when you should be heading south. It's time to migrate, to move down to warmer country. The other reindeer are meeting on the far side of the forest ready to go. And you had better hurry and join them, or the Arctic winter's going to freeze a jolly good fellow. Hey, did you hear what I said? Deer go south."
"I heard, but I'm not going."
"Why not?"
"Because it's dangerous. Victor, he's the strongest deer in our herd, is going to lead them on a long journey. He's taking them through strange, rugged country. Hungry wolves follow you, packs of them. They attack you and eat you."
"Yes, well, that may be. That's quite, but you can't stay here. It grows dark and bitterly cold. You'll never live through the winter. Please, would you stand still or slow down? What's your name?"
"Victor calls me Reb."
"Reb. That's a nice name."
"Is it? It's short for rebel. He gets upset because I don't obey him."
"Oh, yes, well, he is the leader of the herd, and he does know his country. He can tell you the things that are harmful and the things that are helpful."
"I can take care of myself. I don't need him to order me about."
"Wait. Oh, botheration. Come back. Please come back. Look, I'm not coming after you. Reb, you'll freeze. You'll starve. You'll be alone in the dark." Of all the stubborn, stupid, four-legged critters I've ever met, well, stay there. See if I care.
Piffle the Puffin raised his short black wings and flapped his way skywards. He soared up and over the pine forest. Below him, an animal moved through the trees.
Oh, no, not another one of them. I'm glad I'm not Victor having to round them up. I suppose I should warn this one too. It's so difficult to see down through the pine tree. Ah, there he is. Oh, horrors. That's not a deer. That's a wolf. Oh, no. He's following deer tracks. What's to do? Go back and alert Reb? No, get Victor, that's it. Oh, but Victor's taking the reindeer herd the other way.
Piffle flew as fast as his wings would carry him to the other side of the forest. On the ground, about 100 reindeer waited to start their long journey south. Piffle looked for the leader. When he recognized Victor, he flew down, mistimed his landing, and fell bang on his beak on a rock.
Oh, why does the hardest part about landing always have to be the ground? Oh, excuse me.
If we don't want to face a snowstorm, we must leave now.
But I've counted the herd and there is one missing.
Excuse me.
Who's missing? No, don't tell me. It's Reb. He's gone off on his own again, hasn't he?
I'm afraid so. If we wait a while longer, he may come back.
We've waited too long already. If that young troublemaker chooses to go his own way, that's his decision and his problem. The herd will be safer without him. He's disobedient, and he encourages other young ones to disobey. Now let's forget him and go now.
Excuse me, I know where he is.
Where is he, Piffle?
On the other side of the pine trees. He's heading north.
Well, that settles it. We haven't time to go searching for him. A late start risks the lives of the whole herd.
Reb's in big trouble.
And it's trouble which he chose himself.
Not this trouble. A wolf picked up his scent and is tracking him.
Can you take me to where he is?
Oh, yes.
You lead the herd and set out, Strongheart. I'll catch up with you soon.
But why should you go after a...
The Puffin flew up and away. Victor followed by galloping into the forest. The Puffin flew low over the pines while the great reindeer dodged branches as he bounded through the snow. Victor found it hard to watch the puffin and also the ground and its pitfalls. Soon he came across the tracks of the wolf and the hoof prints of the young deer. Now he could follow the way and run faster. Overhead, the puffin's heart pounded within him. Wolves scared the little bird, and he hoped Victor would not be too late. When he cleared the forest, he saw the wolf and Reb. They were out in the open. Reb was running for his life, zigzagging across the snow. The wolf was gaining on him. As Victor raced out of the forest, Piffle tried to distract the wolf.
Run, Reb! Hey, Wolfie, look, you have a visitor coming.
When the wolf saw Victor charging after him, he stopped chasing Reb and turned to fight his foe. Victor slowed his pace, circling the wolf. The wolf's yellow eyes flashed anger and hatred. Victor trotted to a stop. The reindeer and the wolf faced one another, each waiting for his enemy to move. Victor pawed the ground, lowered his great antlers, and pointed them at the savage beast before him. And the wolf leapt forward. He sprang at the reindeer. Victor felt powerful jaws and teeth grip his shoulder. He jumped and bucked, throwing off the wolf. Then he wheeled and attacked with his antlers. The wolf yelped, twisting and dodging the great horns which seemed to poke and dig into him from every direction. Then he turned and bolted. Victor watched him flee into the dark shadows of the forest. Then he trotted over to Piffle and Reb. "At last I've found you. Why did you come for me? I didn't send for your help."
And you certainly don't deserve it either.
"All right. I don't deserve your help. So why did you come?" "I hoped that might be obvious to you. I sought you because I care about you." "But why? What have I ever done for you? I've given you nothing but trouble. If you'd left me to the wolf, no one would have blamed you." "I want you to follow me. The way you're going's difficult and dangerous. I can deal with the dangers. But I feel comfortable and secure here. I know this place and love it. Fresh snow is falling. What you have here won't last long. Come with me and you'll have everything you need to enjoy life to the full. Yes, consider carefully what you must give up, but also what you will gain. I don't want you to join me if you give in and turn back at the first danger. You're of no use to me if you keep looking back. Now time has run out. If you follow me, you'll know dangers. But if you stay here, you'll know disaster. Make up your mind now." Red drops stained the snow near Victor's leg. Reb looked up at the great reindeer's torn shoulder, wounds that should have been his. His eyes met Victor's. "Well, I didn't ask your help, and I didn't deserve it. But I sure needed it. I'm sorry for disobeying you. Thanks for rescuing me. I'll gladly follow you." Piffle remembered he was due somewhere else. He coughed a polite little noise to interrupt the conversation and said,
"Well, cheerio, chaps."
As he took to the air once more, the last thing the puffin heard was a new tone in Reb's voice as he asked, "Victor, can I scout for you? Can I take care of the weak ones?" The two deer galloped off to catch up with the herd. Piffle flew on, marvelling at Victor's loving care for the young deer. Reb would never be able to say, "I'm a member of this herd because of my good behavior." He was there only because Victor loved him and saved him.